Hey, all right. Welcome back to Raff's Brain, a show about things that are interesting to me. I am your host, Rob Rafferty. Folks, we are really getting into this now. As you know, my tens of loyal listeners, as you are intimately aware, I've embarked recently on this fitness quest with the guidance and support of Zachariah Lawson, who's joined me for the show. I think we're going to create a new stream of content. It's going to be a new little substream on the Raff's Brain podcast. I'm toying around with the name of the show, Zachariah. I could use like crowd ideas as well.
Okay.
Fitness at 50 or something like that. That's kind of, or fit 50. I don't know. I'm not 50 yet. I only turned 50 in October, but it's like a fun way. It's really the motivation behind it. So something like that. Or maybe there's a better one though. What do you think? Any ideas?
You had the good one. Is it still called Riffin with Raff?
Riffin with Raff is yes. That's maybe I'll just think we'll just keep it in the Riffin with
Now
Raff category.
it
Riffin
could be
with
Ruckin with Raff now.
Oh, dude, yes, folks. Rucking is my jam. It's
Yeah.
like, dude, you basically, I didn't even know it was a real thing, but that's a word. And yeah, you weigh, 20-pound weighted vest is my jam. So,
Nice. Awesome. Yeah, I like doing it sometimes. So I used to jump rope a lot. So when I didn't have, I haven't always had a gym membership for a multitude of reasons. And oftentimes I would just do like jump rope. I would do it like a minute of jump rope and then 10 push-ups. A minute of jump rope, 10 push-ups, and sometimes just weight vest. So weight vest with that would be perfect.
it's funny you mentioned this, Zachariah, dude. So many streams of my interests have collided over the past couple months. Probably like 3 months ago,
Hmm.
I scrolling on YouTube and I saw there's this woman. I think she's Australian, maybe South American. I don't know but she's not. I don't believe she's out of America. Maybe she does. I have no idea where she's based. But anyway, during COVID, apparently she started a jump roping channel,
Yeah.
and I was like, "Whoa, this is fascinating." So I ordered a jump rope, and I did it for a day or two, and my legs were dead. It killed my legs. I couldn't walk up down the stairs. It's like
How long did you
vicious.
jump rope for?
I think I see, as I'm prone to do. I sometimes I go a little bit too all in. I think I was like an hour or something insane like that.
Yeah. So I noticed that even too with this process, it's like you were ready to just go
I am. I'm
all
ready.
out, like balls to the walls, and that's awesome.
Yeah.
But it also, that's how sometimes you'll get burnt out. So even like I told you tomorrow, it's like, hey, have like a refeed day or like a carb load day where like
Mm.
on some days I try to just rest. I do some active recovery is what it's called. So like I'll do some stretching, some yoga. I go for like a long walk, whatever, still to get my steps in, but it's nothing intense. And then eating whatever you want. So it's just a day that you just don't have to worry about it at all. And
I
it
really
just allows
like
you
this.
to
I like the
reset.
sound of that. I love the sound of that. Let me share with you my screen here
Okay.
because I created this app, this chat bot on Chat
Okay.
GPT. Do you ever use AI stuff, Zach?
Definitely. Yeah.
Dude, it's unbelievable. I
It
swear.
is.
So
It
I
is.
actually I somehow found out, okay, it has three dimensions it'll track me on. My nutrition, I take pictures and I upload. If I have a package of information with the nutritional information, I upload it. I just track everything I eat every day. Well, first thing I do is I track my weight and body fat. The body fat is probably imprecise because it's just one of those like, scales that senses your feet. Or I don't know how it does it, but
Exactly. Yeah.
I'm not so focused on it. The weight is interesting.
Yeah.
And then exercise at the end of the day, I always upload information from my Apple Watch, which I also know is inconsistent. That calorie burn is probably way off. But anyway, we talked about it, like these dimensions of health, nutrition, exercise, and accountability.
Yeah.
And I think I've had a great week. I have to pat myself on the back a little bit here.
Awesome.
Right?
No, that's awesome. You should. Yeah. Naturally. Yeah.
I'm down 2 pounds, which is, slow and steady wins the race. And
Exactly.
I'm not going to focus on that too much. I know there'll be times when it fluctuates and that sort of thing,
Hmm.
but overall, we're trending. We're starting this off in the right direction. Nutrition. I think I'm probably not eating enough. Like I think when we text every day. So folks, Zachariah is the man. Basically every evening you check in with this cheerful, usually with emojis. You're like,
Yeah.
"Hey, how you doing, man? Like, how's the day been?" It really is great, to hear from you. So thanks for doing that. It's like a little accountability partner. I think
Yeah.
we all need that in our life.
That's a
So
big part of it. Because, like, honestly, there's even times where you might be like, you haven't tried, and this is not saying this is what the case is, but let's say that maybe you have gone the whole day and you've been on track with your food, but you just haven't written it down. And I figure if I text you and I ask, like, how's it going today? You'll be like, I guess I need to write it down so I can show them. So that's kind of my mindset there is that it just maybe even just get you to just, all right, I know he's going to text me, so I'm going to write it down.
Yeah, that's
Just
right. I do. I get in a habit, and it's a small habit. It's like, okay, yes, it's at times a little annoying because it takes maybe 3 to 5 minutes to get this all put together throughout
yeah,
the day. At the end of the day, it's not that much time.
not really much at all. Yeah.
People make excuses. I've always made excuses. Oh, I don't want to keep a food journal. I don't want to keep an extra. I'll just eat when I'm hungry. My body, no, dude, just
Yeah.
get locked in. And I actually, so the first week, I know it's not all going to be like this. There's going to be ups and downs. And there's also, we got to talk at some point, not now. We have future episodes. The plan is, as schedules permit,
Uh-huh.
roughly once a week, you and I will check in like this for the podcast. It'll be
Yeah.
10, 15 minutes, nothing too crazy unless we have to go
Yeah.
down a rabbit hole or something. And then you give me some tips and pointers. And it's just like, it's a fun little exercise. I think for both of us, probably like something interesting. Like, so if you look at what I'm doing here, one of the benefits you really gave me right off the bat was, hey, if you cannot eat until noon, that's
Yeah.
a good thing. And I've done that every day this week, even today, dude, even today. So
Nice. And you feel
pretty,
better that way?
I feel great. Actually, it's weird. I'm a little hungry, but not a ton, but I feel actually wonderful.
Yeah.
Whereas if I have a bagel or a donut or a bacon, egg, and cheese sandwich, I mean, like that tastes great for about 5, 10 minutes. I'm in heaven. But then unless the rest of the morning, it's really not the greatest. So
It's such an insulin spike that you have this energy like boost and you feel like euphoric. It's the dopamine rush, and then you just crash.
yeah.
And so only lasts maybe an hour.
So I think that's been a
Like,
real revelation. The other
yeah.
thing that you suggested to me, which was really handy, I ordered them and I've been noshing them. The problem is I could eat many of them. The protein bars.
It helps a lot, right? I mean, it tastes
Dude,
like a Snickers.
I actually love that blueberry one I haven't seen the other
Okay.
one yet. I ordered 2 boxes. Whatever the other one I was thinking is like cookies and cream or something. So I'm
Beer belt, yeah.
looking forward to that. That was awesome, actually. Those are really
Yeah.
they come in handy. Um, we'll figure out what you said. I think you because your energy is high, you have super high metabolism. You're like a 3,000 calorie a day guy. Is that right?
Yeah, well, my maintenance is probably more like 2,500.
Okay.
Like it depends also because I like exercise a lot. So like the more muscle you have, the more calories you burn at rest.
Wow.
So like the goal is to kind of gradually build some muscle and then you burn more calories at rest, you can eat more, and then it kind of all flows together. So that's why, like, I think also, like you said, we're gonna go through, like, I'm gonna show you just a few things that we can do this week as far as like exercise go with like the weights that you have. It's not gonna be much, but just
Okay.
something you kind of get the ball rolling. And you
Okay.
just do the 2 sessions I think you have written on the calendar, 2 days a week that you would do the weights,
Yeah.
and then your other regular stuff that you're doing, the hot yoga, the cardio, that would just steps, that would all be like separate too.
Yeah.
But just like 2 to 3 times a week, just doing like a small little like routine. I'm gonna show you in just a second.
Love it. I can't wait to check it out. I have been doing like a Peloton app. It involves push-ups, free weights, lunges, burpees, things like that. And they're intense, they're painful, but they're only like half an hour. And then on Friday, I do a boot camp at my studio and it destroys me. I talk about that on Hot Yoga Problems podcast. So, yeah, it's a pretty rough
Do you feel
way
like it
to
destroys you like to the point where you can't
no.
exercise for, like multiple days
No,
after?
because just this morning on Saturday, as I like to do, I did a yoga session in the morning. I do hot yoga 3 days a week, and I'm working out now with the weights 3 days a week or 2 days a week. Well, wait, I did weights the boot camp classes. Use It's funny though, dude. I have to tell you, I'm such a loser, and I'm such a wimp. Like I'm the only guy in this class. It's 6 in the morning on Friday, and you have to get 3 sets of weights, and I'm like, oh man. I have to confess, I don't want to kill myself, right? So
Yeah.
I took like the 3 pound and the 5 pound and the 10 and the 8 pound. It's hard though. My muscles hurt, but like doing everything, but the other people in there are fit and like they have 10 and 15 and stuff. And I'm like, I don't care.
Yeah.
It's a funny thing to see.
Well, it also depends like what you're used to doing. So like when I go and do like a Pilates class, for example, it like kicks my ass because
Yeah.
I'm not used to doing Pilates. So like
Yeah.
I'll be in there with all these chicks and they're doing like, you know, heavy bands and like dumbbells and stuff, but I'm like exhausted because I'm not used to doing that type of workout. So it's
Yeah.
just adjusting to it. And honestly, I will say too, the reason I'm not as crazy about the class stuff is because it's not taking into account each individual's needs, their form, what they're working on at the moment. So maybe this person might have some strong suits where it's like for them push-ups are super easy, and then for somebody else like push-ups are super difficult. But for that other person, it might be that squats and lunges are really easy, and then that same guy who can do a lot of push-ups can't do any squats or lunges.
Right.
So each person has different things they need to work on, strong suits and weak suits that like each individual is different. So that's kind of why I like taking like a little bit more. For me, even if I went to a class like that, I'd probably pick up the lighter weights too and just try and last through the class. Whereas if
Exactly.
if
It's
I'm
all
training
about,
on my own,
yeah.
I'll probably like assess a little bit more like accurately what I need, and if I can do another set, I'll do it.
That's right, dude. The class is all about survival. And I got through it. And I
Yeah.
like it's a fun once a week or once every couple of weeks just to subject yourself to that type of torture. It's fun.
Yeah.
And at the end of it, you know it's going to end and you feel better, but you're probably right. So let's jump into some of these suggestions you have. So for context, I took some photos of the very extensive gym equipment that I have in my basement here.
Yeah.
I'm joking. I have
It's not much
like
more than mine. I have the same things. So
yeah, so basically some dumbbells. I think it's like a 5, 10, 8, whatever, 15, 20 pounders, a little
yeah,
barbell with some weights, nothing crazy, but I'd love to use those if there's some intentional way that you would recommend, I'm open to. And by the way, I have a jump rope and what you said about jump rope push-up sort of thing, I'm game for that sort of thing too, you know? So,
perfect.
all
So
right.
what you could do for those two weight sessions, what I would do, especially if you're into the jumping rope,
Yeah.
you could just do 10 minutes of jump rope where 1 minute you're jumping rope, 1 minute you're not. What I usually do is I just jump rope until it like hits my legs or I mess up whatever in that minute. And if I mess up, I'm just done for that minute. That
Gotcha.
way I don't feel like have you ever been jumping rope and it just keeps messing up
I
and you
hate
get
that. I
frustrated
hate
and you
that.
throw it down?
Yeah.
So what I do is I'll just jump rope. Maybe it's 15 seconds on the first round or whatever, and I mess up and I'll just leave it. I'll take that rest of that minute, and then the next minute is a break, and then back into it. And I'll write all this out for you too, but then I'll
Okay.
take you through just a very slight core routine that you can do for the 2 days this week, and
Ooh.
then a little bit of full body that we'll do. So I have it
Sweet.
just literally
Nice.
just a ab mat right here. So hopefully this is enough visibility for you to see what's going on.
Caesar's getting some work in, it looks like.
Yeah, buddy. All right. So what we'll do first, we'll just do 3 rounds
Yep.
of each of these. First is going to be just 3 rounds of core. All we're going to do is just a standard crunch. For the standard crunch, your shoulders come off the ground, but your whole body does not. That's a sit up. Sit up
Got
is more lower back than it is core. All we're doing is just opening the arms up, touching the elbows to the ground, and then trying to squeeze them together in the middle when we crunch up. Shoulders come off the ground. So let's do 10,
got
right?
got you.
Then, if you want, you can either use the sofa or something else that you have that can keep you in place, or just push the hands in the ground, go heels in the ground close to the butt, and we're just going to roll these into the chest.
Wow.
So, reverse crunch. We'll do 15.
Okay.
Right? Last thing you'll do, and once again, you can either hold on here or just go hands down by the side. You go legs straight up in the air, not starting from the ground. They start straight up,
Got it.
scissor kicks.
Scissors. Got you.
10, 15, 20.
Okay.
That's it. You can do that both workouts this week. That's like a good way to get like a strong foundation with just like fundamental movements. You don't need to do 100. Like if you do 4 twice a week with low intensity, you're going to make more progress than doing it once a week all out.
Got you. I think I'll
Right?
be good. I think I'll be good, man, because we do some core work in my yoga classes. They even have like a session similar exercises to that. So those aren't foreign to me,
Perfect.
but what you're saying is going to be helpful, like to sequence the number. So I can't wait to do that. That'll be
And
awesome.
it's routine. Like every single person I train, I start them out with 10 minutes of core every workout.
Got you.
It's just like it's a good way to not skip it. Because let's just say that you were like, well, you've not done plenty of core lately, and then you skip it maybe that week, and then it becomes 2 weeks, and then three, because you're like,
Yeah. No.
well, I did it a lot last month, and then it slips away. So if you
Yeah.
just start with like the first 10 minutes of something simple and you're not pushing it to like a breaking point, they're gonna get conditioned, not like sore and tender, right? We're trying to like build some conditioning here so that it's not like torture when you like wake up the next day and you're like, I did 100 crunches yesterday and I can barely move my abdomen, right?
Yeah.
That's not
I
good.
got you. Hey, a quick question. No
Yeah.
segue. Is the white cat or the black cat Caesar?
The white one's Caesar, black
Okay.
one's Nero.
Oh, nice. Okay. Because the black
Emperor,
one jumped in the background there while you were talking. It's kind of funny.
yeah, Emperor Nero was the evil one.
Wow, dude. You got some serious names for your pets.
Yeah. All right, so the next 3 rounds we're gonna do,
All right.
we're gonna do push-ups.
Yeah.
So what you're gonna do, you can kind of hardly see me, but you're gonna reach all the way overhead,
Yeah.
bring the arms back down by the side, and that's your perfect push-up,
Yeah.
right? So let's go 10, right?
Oh, man.
That'll be the first round.
Got it.
We'll do, I have my dumbbells right here. You can use
Yeah.
whatever weight you want.
Right.
What's up?
I got you.
We'll do 15, where you're pulling elbows to hips. So
Okay.
back, not straight up. This is biceps.
Got you.
Going back, right? So 15.
Yep.
And the last thing will just be body weight squats. So you can go, or you can either go hands above the head up here,
Yeah.
or if you want, they can just go down by the side. So when you go into your squat, they can come up by you,
Awesome.
right? You can either hold them in front, on your head, doesn't matter. 20. So 10, 15, 20, 10, 15, 20, 3 rounds of both.
I like this.
I
What
know it sounds like super simple, and you're gonna be like, "Oh, I feel like I didn't push it that much." But that's the whole point of conditioning. It's like you want to stimulate, not annihilate.
you sound like you're going to write a book about this, dude. This is great. You got catchphrases, you got routines.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, man, you've got to do it. It's amazing.
Yeah.
It's good.
Yeah. But try to make it make sense because like I think in everybody's head you have um this idea that you've got to be like drenched in sweat. You've got to be like so sore you can't get out of bed. You got to have like bleeding hands and like holes in your socks. And it's like, no, actually, the people who seem to make the most progress are usually people who do a little bit less intensity with more consistency.
Okay, this is exciting, dude. I know I'm off to a very fast start, and it's easy when you first get started. If you have motivation, 1 week is not a lot of time. There's going to be a
Yeah.
day or two where I know I'm going to be angry. I'm going to have to really push. But right now, I'm just rolling
Yeah.
with it. I'm in a very optimistic state. I'm grateful that you're helping me out, and you know,
I'm
we'll
super
keep.
glad you're taking this journey because it's the hardest thing is literally just committing to getting started.
Yeah,
So you've already like checked the box for the hardest part of this process, and then
yeah,
especially putting yourself out there while doing it.
yeah.
It kind of just like I don't want to say it guarantees your success, but it's pretty damn close, you
I
know?
hope so. That's the plan.
Yeah. And so then it's just these habits, these routines that we're forming that it's really like I tell people all the time, like I'm not so much of a fitness coach so much as like a lifestyle coach. It's kind of
Yep.
like you do these things. Like one thing that I didn't wasn't aware that I was doing that I was just doing consistently over the years was I just showed up to the gym and there'd be many times that I'd even show up, I might do 1 or 2 sets and be like, I feel like shit today, or I'm hungover, or whatever the case. I showed up though, and then I could leave. And it's like, at least I just showed up and just tried it. So like, if you just even just go through these motions, you can literally think of it as, I'm just going through the motions today. I'm not going to push it.
Yeah.
Just by going through the motions, it keeps the momentum to the point where like you keep progressing.
I really appreciate this mindset. And I have to tell you, it's kind of weird. I don't want to be judgmental of my former self, but I'm already starting to like look back at myself and go, how have I lived like without this type of process for 30 or however many years, right? It's like it's so simple in a sense. Uh,
Yeah, it
but dude, I mean,
really is.
without this, I would just be like wandering adrift. I'd walk into the office. Oh, there's someone brought in some snacks in the morning. Okay. It's no plan. What am I gonna have for lunch today? I don't know. I'll just go down and grab a burger. No, like it's much more intention. It's not hard. I mean, it is, but it's not. I don't know. It's just I'm off to a good start. I just don't know what
But
took me so long, you know?
well, for one thing, you probably went through these phases, which a lot of people do. I see it all the time where you get motivated or something happens external to yourself
Yeah.
where you're like, you know what? I need to just commit, just go all in. And then you do it for like a day or a week or whatever, but you go so hard that it just burns you out completely. And I
Right.
like to think of it like, I tell this especially to the women that I coach,
Yeah.
but for guys as well too. Think of it like we're about to bake a cake. Like we have these ingredients that we're putting in there,
Yeah.
and when we put it in the oven, if it's cooking too hot, you're just going to burn it. Like
Sure.
it's going to be terrible, right? If it's not cooking hot enough, it's also not going to do much. There's a right temperature that it needs to be at. That's intensity,
I like it.
right? Yeah. So these are all things that'll like fall into place. And then it's interesting. After working at a gym for a while now, there's a lot of things too that I was like, oh, it's much more simple than I thought. I kept thinking like, with certain exercises, I need to push my intensity or just go harder. And then I talked to these guys who are successful bodybuilders. I'm actually going to a bodybuilding show in Fort Lauderdale right now after this.
Oh, wow.
One of my friends is competing today, so I'm gonna go see him compete. But with even these guys, I remember when I was doing my first show this past year, I went in the office one day, and two of the other guys that do bodybuilding were in there. And I was like, dude, this doesn't feel right on my body. And I was like, I've always listened to my body. When you're hungry, you just eat, right? And I'd be
Right.
like, dude, I mean, I feel like I'm literally starving. I'm like so hungry. I need something right now. And I look at this guy, he's the head trainer at Anatomy, and I'm like, you're dieting right now too, right? Like, are you starving? And he's like, yeah. And I was like, right now, like you're hungry? And he's like, yeah. I'm like, stomach growling? Yeah. And I'm like, oh, you're just not saying anything about it? He's like, no. And I was like, oh, you're just okay with it.
That's right.
Like, yeah, it's just part of the process. And I was like, I thought I was just like so hungry I had to tell everybody.
Right.
These guys are just like, no, I'm hungry too, man. I'm just dealing with it. Like, oh, all right. Well,
Yes.
you
Misery
think
loves
that,
company.
yeah, you think it's just you that's going through it. And then you're like, oh, that's how you're supposed to feel.
Right.
There's supposed to be times when you're like, I feel very fatigued. There's supposed to be times where you're like, I'm really hungry. It's
Yeah.
just a part of it.
Just know it'll pass. It's not
It'll
permanent,
pass.
you know?
100%, especially when you get to Sunday, that you have Monday through Saturday where you might be like, oh, I'm starving. And then you're like, yeah, but I get a big break on Sunday.
I still should track my calories, or should I just go off the rails and just like throw it
You
to
can
the wind?
track them too, just to, like out of your like curiosity sake, just be like, oh, let me see how much I can get if I just go all out. Like I've done it oftentimes where I'll have like 3 or 4 thousand calories in a sitting.
Dude, I mean, you can do that. You deserve to do that. I probably could do that, no problem. I don't want to test the boundaries here, but I'll keep it legit. But you're right. Don't resist. I might go do something fun.
Yeah,
It's like you said,
you
once a
need
week.
a reward for that. Yeah,
Yeah,
you need
yeah,
a
yeah,
reward for the Monday through Saturday because then it keeps you going. And what I notice is that when I do go all out on Sunday, there's sometimes I go too far and I eat so much, and
yeah,
especially junk food, that I'm like the next day I wake up and I'm like, I'm kind of just craving just like a couple eggs and then some fruit because I feel
yeah,
so terrible from that junk food.
yeah.
And you'll feel like the big difference there.
Cool, man. I look forward to that. Um, well, this has been a great week. Thank you so much for kicking it off. We're going to keep going. And then just on the horizon, something I'd love to talk about in the next couple of weeks is probably going to be like, how do I grapple with some travel that I have? And
Yeah.
I'm just so bad at when I'm on the airport or I'm flying. I'm just like, I eat the worst when I'm on the road. So I got to like have a mental preparedness for
You can
that.
take those bars with you for one
Yeah,
thing. I
I'll
always take
definitely
something
do
like
that.
that on the plane
Yeah.
and then steps. Get the
Yep.
steps in, at
The
least.
steps. And up and down on the aisle of the airplane.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Well, at least in the airport, you can do a lot of
I'm
pacing
just
in the
kidding. I'm just
airport.
kidding. Oh yeah, no problem. All right, listen, thanks so much, Zachariah. Everybody, it's been off. It's been a great time. If you have any questions for Zachariah, reach out, let me know, and
Definitely.
we're gonna keep this train rolling. So see you next
Awesome.
time. Bye
All
bye.
right. Thanks, man.